he said. "Alex, this is your new mom. Say hi." She was stunning. Way too young for him that 18 night. I heard my door creak open at 2:30 am. She was standing there, breathing heavy, hiding like she wasn't supposed to be there. She slipped into my room, and I knew this wasn't just loneliness, it was hunger for something dangerous, something forbidden, and I was the only one awake to see it. Hey everyone! If you love stories that make your heart race and your imagination run wild, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment to help this channel grow. Now buckle up, this one's unforgettable. The first time I met her, I thought she was a family friend or someone my dad knew from his design firm. She walked through the front door like she owned the house, but not in a loud way. She was calm, composed, confident. Then my dad turned to me and said, "Alex, this is your new mom. Say hi." I blinked. So, my mouth opened, but no sound came out. She extended her hand with a smile that was both polite and unsettling. "Fiona Kent," she said. "It's nice to finally meet you, Alex." She was maybe 30, not even old enough to have been one of my high school teachers. Her long dark hair was tied in a sleek ponytail, and her body, it was impossible to ignore. She looked like someone you saw in a magazine and never forgot. I was 24, home from college for the summer. I didn't expect to return to find my dad remarried, and especially not to her. Over dinner, Fiona asked about my major, my school, and if I had a girlfriend. My dad laughed. He's too focused on success to notice the girls throwing themselves at him. Fiona didn't laugh. She just looked at me and tilted her head slightly. "Focused is good," she said, her eyes holding mine for longer than felt comfortable. That night, I couldn't sleep. I tossed in bed, replaying the evening again and again. Something about her felt dangerous. Not evil, not cruel, just unpredictable. Then at exactly 2:30 am, I heard the floorboard creak outside my room. My door opened, slowly, carefully. There she was, Fiona Kent. She wore a thin silk robe that caught the hallway light and shimmered against her curves. Her bare feet barely made a sound as she stepped into my room and closed the door behind her. She was breathing hard. I sat up in bed, every nerve in my body firing at once. "Fiona?" I whispered. "What are you doing here?" She didn't answer right away. Instead, she just looked at me. Her chest rose and fell. Then she walked toward me and sat on the edge of my bed. "You look just like him," she murmured. "What?" She leaned closer, whispering now. "But younger. Stronger. Alive." I froze. Her hand rested on my blanket, just inches from mine. She looked lost. Or maybe it was something else. "Do you know what it's like," she said, "to live with a man who touches you like a formality?" I said nothing. I couldn't. Then she slowly wrapped her arms around me and laid her head on my chest. "Just hold me," she whispered. But I couldn't. I was too stunned. Suddenly, we both heard a faint sound, the hallway floor again. Footsteps. Fiona leapt off the bed and hid behind my open closet door, her breathing shallow. My father's voice came next. "Alex." I coughed, trying to sound sleepy. "Yeah. You okay?" "Just a weird dream." The door cracked open. My dad looked in, saw me lying down, then nodded and closed it again. We waited until his footsteps disappeared. Then Fiona stepped out. Her eyes met mine. "I shouldn't be here," she whispered. "But you are," I said. She stared at me for a long moment. Then turned, opened the door, and disappeared. The next morning, Fiona was in the kitchen, barefoot, wearing leggings and an oversized sweatshirt. She poured coffee like nothing had happened. "Morning, Alex," she said with a smile. "Morning," I mumbled, keeping my distance. My dad was at the table. "Fiona makes great coffee," he said. She raised her mug toward me like a toast. "Helps keep the secrets in." That night, I locked my door. But at 2:35 am, the door creaked open. I forgot. My dad had keys to every room. Fiona stepped in again. This time, she didn't speak. She simply walked over, climbed into my bed, and laid next to me. Her fingers grazed my chest. Her lips brushed my shoulder. I didn't stop her. We moved slowly at first, unsure, breathless. It was wordless heat, long touches, her soft mouth at my neck, my hand around her waist as she leaned in close, her heart pounding fast. "I feel alive," she whispered. We melted into each other, wrapped in the shadows and a craving neither of us fully understood. It was more than physical. It was hunger for closeness, risk, rebellion. She slept beside me that night, curled under my blanket like she belonged there. The next few days we kept it a secret. But every night Fiona came to me. The second time, she kissed me like she was trying to memorize me. She tugged at my shirt and whispered things that made my skin burn. Her robe slipped away in the dark, her body fitting against mine perfectly, and her breathy moans were muffled only by my chest. The third time, she dared me to sneak into her room. My father snored on the couch downstairs, drunk from his whiskey. I tiptoed across the hall. Fiona was waiting, her hair down, wearing black lace. She pulled me in and pressed her lips to mine with wild heat. Her nails scratched lightly down my spine. Her kisses moved lower, her whispers got bolder. The fourth time, it was in the shower. Early morning. Steam filled the room, and she slipped in behind me, her arms wrapping around my waist, warm water cascading over our skin as her fingers traced every line of me. "Say my name," she whispered in the steam. "Fiona," I gasped, barely standing. She kissed the back of my neck. Again. That weekend, my father went away on a business trip. The house was ours. Fiona cooked dinner that night. Candles. Music. She wore red, tight, silky, hypnotizing. We danced in the living room. Her hands in mine. Her eyes never looking away. Then she whispered, "I want this night to last forever." It didn't. Monday morning, I woke up to an empty house. No Fiona. No note. Just silence. Then I found it, an envelope on the table. My dad was standing over it, confused. She was gone. She left only one sentence. I was never his. Months passed. I went back to school. Tried to forget. Until last week. I saw her at a bookstore downtown. Her hair was shorter now. Her eyes softer. She smiled at me. Not with guilt. With memory. And something close to peace.